You haven't
Yeah.
went to your page.
Yeah, I am.
Well, you taking your time.
We got to see if they can hear us.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah, go on there, man. Your mama's slow,
Mrs.
man.
Vicky Jones.
Mrs. Vicky Jones.
Yeah. We just waiting for people to come in.
Man, you.
I got it.
Okay, you can hear it. Okay. It's coming through the microphone? Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, it's definitely a delay. This is where you go, mic check 1, 2.
Yes, we got 4 people in here. Hello, hello. Come in.
Well, I don't like when you say stuff like that. Like, come in,
Come
come
on
in.
in. We'll say, come on in the room.
Eh,
Come
eh.
on in the room.
Hey, everybody. Well,
It's Friday.
it's Friday.
Yes, today is
See,
Friday.
that's how you know when you busy, you forget what days are which. You know, you lose
Yes.
track of time.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know if that's good or bad, is it?
It's good. It could be good and bad. It's bittersweet.
I don't know, man. It's our first time. We're newbies to this thing.
Yes, we are. We are.
Well,
Hello, everybody.
it is what it is.
Yes, it is.
Well, so
Okay, good. You
What is
got it.
our discussion today? You say you had questions for me and stuff. So
Yes.
it's not scripted. So, I'm here.
Okay. So first of all, thanks for joining to the ones that's here, and hopefully we get more. We're just gonna go over some life matters.
Okay. I mean, so what are you saying? What questions you have for me? You said you want to ask me some questions. What?
Let's talk about how we met.
How we met?
All right.
First of all, your auntie, she introduced me to you, and when you first saw me, you all googly eyed, and
Okay, wait.
you was going all crazy, and you kind of fell at my feet, and I was like, "What's wrong with this chick?"
How long
That
ago?
was over what, 40 something years ago?
We met in 1985.
Woo, 85.
1985.
Well, when I met you, your auntie was like, "I got a girl for you. It's my niece. You will love her. I'm telling you, Andre." And then when I met you and I saw you, I was like, "Okay, all right, all right." I say, "Yeah, all right. I'm digging this."
And I was 16 years old
And I was 18,
and you were 18. I was in the 11th grade.
and I had just graduated.
Yes. Yes.
No, I graduated at 17, I think.
Yeah. You graduated in 84.
84.
Yep. And I graduated in 86 and we met in 85.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you told me when you first met me, you said, "Nobody like that big lip black dude."
Yeah. Yeah.
That ain't funny, man.
When I first saw you, your lips
What? My
were a little big, but your face grew into your lips over time. I don't know. I just had to get used to it.
You
I
were
don't
wearing
know.
glasses. I think, in a car it says some
Listen.
objects appear closer than they really are.
Yes, listen, I've always worn glasses since I can remember. Since 3rd grade, I've worn glasses since I was 8 years old.
So it wasn't my lips big. It was
Yeah.
the damn big
Maybe.
ass glasses you had. Those
Maybe.
bifocals you had on.
Maybe.
You should have a sticker around the side that be in the rearview car mirror that says
Oh my
objects
gosh.
may appear closer than they really are. So I didn't have no big lips.
Okay.
All right? Let's get that
All
straight.
right.
You got everybody out there laughing at my
Good
lips look big.
evening. Good evening. Who is that? Yes, they do.
Oh, what?
So after we met in 1985, and then we got married in 1989.
Just you gotta forgive me because I never get, I'm not good with dates and all that stuff, and that's the average guy. But that's why I have you for stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
But
good.
it don't change my love for you. It don't change any of that,
Okay, good.
you know. But it's just one of those things I'm just not good at. I remember faces and
Yeah.
names I'm not good at, but I guess when I meet you, just slap me, and then I remember your name. Slap me and then
Yeah.
tell me your name, and I'll remember you.
Yeah, you good with faces. I'm good with numbers.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, when you first met me, well, when I first met you, I was sure enough interested, and we set a date, and you met up with me. I met up with you. I went and pick you up.
I think you came to my job. I was working at
Bojangles.
Bojangles. Mm-hmm.
You was working at Bojangles. A lot of you guys don't remember Bojangles.
Go get my phone. Yeah, I was working at Bojangles, and you was working at Burger King.
Yes.
Yeah. I was 16 years old working at Bojangles, and you were working at Burger King.
All right. So anyway, when you met me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you first used like, I don't like that big lip black boy. And
I said it.
and somehow I grew on you, I guess.
Yeah.
But over time, you know, you got to see I was the most handsome man in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
And you were just sweating a brother.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so after then, she, you know,
I'm trying to see my.
she began to like me pretty much, and she saw that all the girls were crazy about me, and so she's wanting to see what was so interesting about Mr. Big Lip Black Boy. But over time, she got
they
to
shiny?
see what type of person I am.
They fogging up. Yeah.
So she ended up pretty much saying, okay, I like this guy. There's something interested about him. So 40 years later, look at us. 40 what? 42?
41. Get my other glasses for me, Nicholas.
41 years.
My small ones.
41 years. So that's how we met. It was her auntie. And so after that, we began to hang out a lot. And I got to saw how crazy she was. And I tried to get away, and she wouldn't let me.
That's funny.
She wouldn't let me. All right. So what was the other thing? What's the other question you had?
So we met in 1985. We got married in 1989,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
And then we had our first child in 1990. So
Which was my first child. AJ, you never forget your firstborn, Andre Wesley Jones II. We never wanted to name him.
Whole government name.
Well, well, I mean, I forgot it's the internet. But anyway, we didn't want to name him Junior.
Right.
So we had to name him the second.
Right.
All right. So after then, we decided not to have any more kids for
Right.
11 years. We were busy working, and, you know, I was always the type of person I had, you know, hopes and dreams to be something. But before we did all that, before we moved out and had our first child, I told her, I say, look, I'm going to be something one day, and I'm going to do something with myself. And if you want to come along and ride the wave, I'm moving out, and you want to come with me, come with me. I love you, and I choose you to build my life with.
Yep.
And so we went for it.
We went for it. So I graduated in 1986, and we moved out that same year. I graduated June. We moved out July. Got our own apartment.
And like I tell my kids all the time, I say, you know, things are different than it was when we were y'all age. It's a little bit harder now on our kids. So the kids stay with the parents a little bit longer than, you know, we moved out at, I was what, 20?
No. So
I was 20, I think.
yeah, I think you were 19 turning 20 because
Yeah.
I had just turned 18 because we moved out in July and then August.
And it was on and popping. And we
Yeah.
struggled, we fought, we
Struggle.
dragged, we scratched, we fought, and we worked through issues as young folks. And it's a lot difficult for kids now, but we definitely worked our way through all that stuff. And, you know, through the, you know, the pain of life. You know,
Yes.
people have a saying, life be lifing, and life was lifing, but it's not like it is now with our children.
Yeah.
And so what was the other question?
So having three sons, we have three sons. You know, what was that experience having three boys? We have AJ that's 35.
The mic closer.
We have okay. We have AJ that's 35. We have Isaiah is 24 and Nicholas is 21. So how was it raising sons for you? Because that's
Well, people always say that, you know, you got to be tough on the girls, easy on the boys, but I believe it to be the other way around. Easy on the boys easy on the boys, tough on the girls. People say they want to be tough on the boys and easy on the girls, but no, I think we have it wrong because boys mature a little bit later in life. So I think you got to be tough on the boys. So with my boys is my family members will always say that I was militant, I was too strict, and you know I kept my boys working all the time. I'm always on them. But I would tell my boys, I say, look, I may be a different dad than most other people, but I tell you this: when you guys grow up, you'll see the difference between you guys and everybody else's kids. And I say that you need to make sure that you don't get caught up in the noise of what all these other people are saying about how they raise their kids and how strict I am and how I'm more militant and I'm always on you guys all the time. And I have some good boys, you know, they be a little bit rough around the edges sometimes on things they do, like any young kids. But other than that, overall, my kids not robbing, stealing, killing, not doing none of that stuff. They don't drink, they don't smoke that I know of.
that we know of. You don't never say what your kids don't do or won't do. We
Yeah.
had to learn that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so my kids are a little, I may have been tough, but overall, I think I raised some pretty good kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about it is we see our kids almost every day, so that's pretty good. We have the middle one and the youngest one that still lives at home with us. And then we have the oldest one that has his own,
Own
house and
family.
everything or whatever. And what's a true blessing is we all work together as a family.
Yeah, we all, we work together and everything.
Yeah, we
So,
all.
all right, but what's the other questions you may have for me?
Um, how you feel about Jonesies?
Okay. Nobody don't want to talk about our business. Come on now. This, look, my question is to you is, all right, what made you want to be with me?
Oh my gosh. I saw the potential.
Okay, guys.
I saw the potential, and you were a protector. I was okay. So I was. I had one brother. My mom had two kids. I had one brother. We were 4 years apart, and my brother was the oldest. So I depended on because my mom and dad got divorced since I was 8 years old in the third grade. So my brother was mostly, my father figure. So I was connected to him being a certain way with me. Then when my brother left and went to college, because like I said, we was 4 years apart. When he left and went to college, he graduated 12th grade. I went to 9th grade. I was just getting in high school and everything, and it was just me and my mom, and it was pretty rough because I was a daddy's girl, So
Do you have it on comments? Well,
yeah.
my thing
I got
is,
comments coming in.
my thing is, when I saw you, I say, okay, I love this woman and I choose her to build my life with. And I loved you were smart. Mm-hmm. You always pay attention to whatever I had to say. Wherever I needed help with something, you jumped on it right away to help me, which lets me know that I had somebody that could help me in whichever direction I'm going is. And you followed my vision that I had.
Yes.
I had a vision of where I wanted to go in life, and you helped me with that. Now, that's very important for me. I don't know about most guys. So we started young with
Yeah.
serious goals in mind. A lot of our kids now, they busy trying to figure out what clothes they're going to wear to go somewhere. We were thinking about big life decisions and doing things and making money. And I told you, I said, I know I'm going to be rich one day and I'm going to have I'm gonna have something in life, and you either jump on my coattail, or I'm just gonna
I
leave you
remember
behind.
that. I remember that. I really do remember that.
Now, have we got to where we want to go? No, and I think it's basically because we took a lot of side roads. We
Yeah.
got off the track a few times, and but
For sure.
yeah. But that's just life be life,
Yeah.
and then pride and all that crap. So
Mm-hmm.
what else you want to talk about other than just you and I? We talk about family.
Yeah, family. Let's talk about family.
Yes.
So, my mom, as some of you guys know, my mom had dementia, and she passed away last November, and that was a journey for us. Um, but it's fine. We did the most we can do, the best we could do for my mom, and we made sure that she lived her life, and we did whatever we can do.
Well, a lot of times with dealing with dementia, it was something new for us. Like, we're at the age now where your parents start to go backwards, and the siblings begin to take care of the parents. And if it's new to you, it's basically you in uncharted territory, and hopefully you can get all the information you can about where you're heading and what you're going to be going through. And we kind of did a little bit of research on all that. And of course, it's always take a certain family member who's always doing 90% of the work. The rest are on the sideline looking and lurking and watching. And they have all the comments or what you should do, this and that. And then when you got family members like that, and you're going through things with a parent with dementia, it's amazing how nobody wants to help, but everybody got something to say.
Yeah.
And that was a trying time. Our marriage always been challenged by outside influences, and it's never been with us, per se. I never really had issues with my wife per se. It was always something from the outside.
All right, let's go back to that. So now we have a question. He said, I don't know y'all, but me and wife were madly in love, but after having kids, our physical intimacy dropped off a cliff. Any advice?
We went through that one time, and I used to ask my wife, is anything wrong with me? Is it something I'm doing? I say, Vicky, there's got to be something I'm doing. I mean, are you not attracted to me, or is it something I'm doing wrong? Is it this? And she was like, no, it's not that. And I think she just didn't want to open up to me. And I think at that time, she was just going through something,
Yeah.
She didn't like her weight. She didn't like the way she looked. She didn't like,
Yeah.
if you're not happy with yourself sometimes, then
Yeah.
you can find yourself, feeling some type of way. And it's definitely going to affect your partner, especially if you're not open up, talking to them about it. And me as a man, I'm automatically thinking, all right, if we're not intimate and we're not conversating, then it's got to be somebody else in the picture. There's got to be something going on. And I'm the type of guy, my home life have to be solid. I can't function and go out there and work and make money if my home life is a wreck. Yeah, I gotta put that behind me, and I gotta be able to go out and go hunt. If I'm out there hunting, just imagine yourself as a hunter, and you out there hunting, you ain't gonna notice the animals who's hunting after you. You busy worrying about something at home. You busy, so maybe the analogy is a little off, but what I'm saying is that for me to go out in this world and deal with the people out there in the world and function right, I got to know my home life is straight, and I just couldn't function right. And then my wife couldn't talk to me. She didn't even know how to, but I found out later you were going through a lot of things. What you were going through?
Yeah. Well, it's men men have certain ways and certain things about themselves or whatever, but us women, it's more, well, I can only speak for me. It was more, the kids were more on me. It was more that I had to do with the kids while you work, because I hardly worked. I have to say that I really didn't really have to work, because you always had your own business, and I was home with the kids and take them to school, get up in the morning, bathe them and homework and all that. You didn't have that to worry about. So us as women, it's a lot sometimes, and it's just stressful, and we tend to put the kids first and the husband first and the household first, and we leave us in dust. And sometimes it's just overwhelming.
I don't think the husband was first, but anyway, if that's your
I mean,
perspective.
Listen, like I said, me as a woman, I can only speak for me. It's like my world was revolved around my family, and I put myself last. That's all it was. Family, home, cooking, cleaning, making sure about the kids, making sure about everything, dealing with the kids.
So basically, you lost
That
yourself.
I lost myself. That consumed me. Just having to make sure. We had 3 sons, so when there was anything dealing with school, anything dealing with sports, anything dealing with homework, that was mostly on me.
Imagine 3 little me's running around.
Exactly.
Well, to me, when we talked about it, it's all communication. I mean, I'm the type of person, if I don't feel like you love me, I don't feel like I should be intimate with you. I'm not that type of guy to be intimate, even if you don't love me. I got to feel the love for me in order to want to do that. And to me, I feel sex is important to a man. And then when that drops off, a man start, I guess when other people start giving him attention, you can get caught up in stuff. And with me, I just want to know what was going on with my wife. And if she didn't love me anymore, then just tell me. So it was pretty nice. I would ask my wife, what is it?
Yeah. And at that time, I have to say that I really didn't know. I didn't understand. I wasn't aware of, what I was going through. I just wasn't until I really had to chime in and start journaling. I had to start studying and reading and trying to, find myself and get myself right. And until I did that, I wasn't good for anybody. Because when you're not good for yourself, you're not good for anybody. I got to answer this question. It say the same guy. He says it's the same. My wife stays home and I work. I still love her with all my heart. She does take care of kids and me first. How do I put her first?
Well, what I end up having to do is sit down and talk to my wife and find out what can I do to make things easy for her. So I'll always, I learned a long time ago because me and my wife went through a divorce once. We got remarried, but we went through a divorce, and she was more like, he listens to me, he this, and I vowed that ain't no other man is going to be listening to my wife. I better listen first. So I would definitely want to know what's going on, and hopefully she can tell me. And
so let's go back. So remember, we met in 1985. I was 16. He was 18 years old. So we married in 1989, right?
Yeah.
We had our first, we bought a house in 1989, and then we had our first child in 1990, right? And then we got separated in 93.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we divorced. We actually got divorced, y'all. We actually got divorced.
I didn't want it. I was fighting all the way.
We actually got divorced.
That was a trying time for me.
Yeah.
I lost everything.
Yeah. Because
it was bad for me.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I was 16 years old and
But we got divorced. You was 20 what?
89. I was 21 when we got married. 93. I was 25? I don't know.
And we got
early
divorced.
20s.
We went through a divorce.
Yeah, we went through it. We went through a divorce, and I just at that time I just felt like I hadn't lived my life. Like, I was with you since I was 16 years old. I hadn't done nothing or experienced.
All right. If you read
nothing.
between the lines, she felt like she was missing something out there in the streets.
Yeah.
She feel like, how life paint this picture. But anyway, we got to get back to answering his question. His question is, how do he, kind of reconcile this thing? And basically, how we reconciled it, we went through another split up, and, it seemed like it took time where you had this time alone with yourself. Me, I'm the type of guy, when I cut you off, I cut you off. I don't have no dealings with you. Don't call me. Don't talk to me. I don't play no games. You know, I'm all about my family. I'm all about staying together. I'm all about working through it. You know, but when I feel like I didn't reach and turn every avenue I can to try to work and find out what's going on, and I can't, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm dipping.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't function.
Yeah.
So I just say I'm done. You know, you can have all this. And that's me. I just walk away from it all. You can have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it at that time, I guess my wife went through a lot of things and soul searching, I guess. And
Yeah.
she began to see that, you know, where we had, well, where she had things going on that she didn't know, things that was deep rooted in through meditation and all that. She kind of, you know, found herself again. And
Yeah.
then when we got back together, then that's when she was talking to me and she was telling me all this stuff. And basically, she felt like she lost herself, and she felt like this is what she told me. Well, you tell them. I mean, I can't be talking for you.
Yeah. Basically, I like you said, I lost myself. My time and everything was dedicated to house, family, kids, work, and I just never made time for myself.
And the one thing she told me that stuck with me is when we went to church, we went to a church in Fort Lauderdale, and she said, "That's Andre's wife." She constantly correct them. No, my name is Vicky.
Yeah.
I'm married to Andre.
That was
her name was Andre's wife.
Yeah, my name was Andre's wife, so I really had to find my identity. And I had to voice my identity. I really did. And I noticed everybody's like, that's Andre's wife. That's Andre's wife. I'm like, okay, my name is Vicky. Where's Vicky? And I had to find that person. So that was a trying time also.
And I feel like it seems like we go through these cycles. It's like sometimes our marriage suffer if we don't learn how to communicate how we feel. You know, I think, you know, now we're at the age now where, you know, if we don't like something, we say it, we don't like
Yep.
it. You know, we have boundaries.
Yep.
You know, we kind of stay on top of each other with things. We try to have date night. We try to have, where it's just her and I call it Vicky Day.
Yes. Yes.
We don't have Andre Day. We have Biggie Day.
Yes.
You know, it's because, you know, she my wife and I want to make sure she's happy. But it's got to be a day that's totally dedicated to what she want to do. You know, we do that and we try to go out, spend time together. Because if y'all have young kids, it'll be a little difficult, but I'm pretty sure you can make it work. But our kids are grown.
Yeah, our kids are grown, so and they move a certain way, we move a certain way. So
Yeah.
everybody come together and work, and then we all disperse, and everybody,
Yeah.
you know, everybody have their own space, everybody have their own time, and
But I think it's communication. But you don't want your wife talking to anybody else but you, and vice versa. You know, I used to tell my wife, I said, "Look, babe, I got to be able to talk to you. If I can't talk directly to you about anything I got going on, I got to talk to somebody. I really do. I got to talk to somebody. I mean, I got to be able to tell you everything. If I can't tell you everything, then I'm going to tell somebody. And then next thing you know, I'm waking up in a hotel wondering how I got there
yeah.
with somebody else. I'm like, I don't want that. I want to see where you know, I want us to talk things through and figure things out and just make sure that we're on the same page and we're not just ruining each other's life. And I don't never want you to feel like that.
Yeah. No.
You know, after our first divorce, I say I'm all ears. Can't
Yeah.
you guys see these big old ears? I say I'm all ears, baby. Whatever, just tell me.
Yeah. So we had to realize that we work together. We're always together. We work together. We do a lot together, but we also have to respect each other's time. You know, like sometimes I take my time to myself. I go to the mall. I go to, I like going to the outlet. I like to go to the
Spend
movie
money.
sometimes.
Spend money.
You know, so and I like to go sit down and have lunch or dinner by myself. I had to learn how to love myself and be there for myself in order for me to be good for him and for my kids and for our business. I really had to learn that. I wasn't aware of that. And once I got that down pat, then now I'm a totally different person. I understand about my peace and my joy, and I know what makes me happy, and I need that, and I voice that. So I'm able to voice that now, but in the past I wasn't able to voice that.
Well,
You got a comment?
no, well, I didn't know. I think with anything, you know, like with me, I fish. So I believe you guys
I
have
know
to
that.
spend time, you know, once you kind of work your way through this, because the marriage is going to go through ups and downs and
Yeah.
things, you know. And somebody told me a long time ago, they say, you know, hopefully you don't fall out of love at the same time.
Yeah.
If you fall in love at the same time, you know, it's like they say it's a three chord. You have the Lord, you have God, love, and what, yourself? I forgot, it's three chords. And hopefully love will be the one to hold you together, or God, whichever one holds you together, and you can be hanging on by one cord and can keep you together. So if
Yeah.
you fall out of love together, then that's when you guys and you can be in trouble. You know, I think a lot of times everything boils down to communication. And
Communication.
yeah, if we had to learn to talk to each other and be able to listen to each other without judgment. You know, my wife would tell me things, and then I hope, you know, I would never put in a position where I throw it in her face. So you got to hope you don't do that either. I don't try to throw anything in her face, you know, and my wife, I never want her around people that's not going to encourage her marriage, because she can be
Yeah.
around people, you know, your woman can be around people that, you know, and guys too. You can be around guys, man, forget her, man. You don't need to be with her. Meanwhile, you know, they don't have a pot to piss in or the window to throw it out of, but they want to be all telling you what to do. So you guys make sure you don't have the wrong people around you in your marriage, trying to tell you what to do. So you keep people out. It's between you and her, and you try to work yourself through it. So we have to learn. We didn't learn so much, guys. I mean, we didn't been through it.
One main thing that I had to learn was that we have to be friends. Like it wasn't good to, you know, be married and then, you know, have a friend on the outside. I had to make you my best friend. We had to become best friends to where I can talk to you about anything. I don't need another female or anybody or family member or anything to talk to, my mom or whatever to talk to. I should be able to talk to you about whatever. And I had to learn that also. And that played a big role of communicating and a successful marriage and us being back together. And, you know, we got married in 89. We got divorced in 93, 94. We got remarried in 97.
Because I was scared. I wasn't going through that no more. Believe that.
We got remarried in 97 and then 97. So then Isaiah was born in 2002. We had our second child. Then 2004, we had our third child. We got 3 boys. We only have 3 kids together. I don't have any other outside kids. He doesn't have any outside kids. We all 3 sons together. And 2004, and then I think we separated again when I was pregnant with Isaiah. It's been a road. It's been a road. It's been a journey. It's been a lot. I could tell you that. So marriage, any type of relationship, any type of friendship, it takes work. It is not easy. You got to put the work in. Bottom line, work.
Well, to me, you know, if you're a decent guy, I guess, you know, and you work hard for your family and you're a family man, it's hard sometimes to accept that you're doing anything wrong.
Yes.
And we think sometimes is that just because we provide money and pay bills that's enough. But
It's not.
It's not. You know,
it's not.
it's more to it than just that. And we had to learn that, you know. I had to learn that. And my wife, I feel sometimes that I'm the type of dude, man, I'm a no nonsense guy, you know, and I don't play games. I don't do that. I'm all about my family, about my kids, about my wife, and about God.
Yes.
And I don't play games. And then if I feel like you're playing games with me, I will dip. You can have it. I work too hard. I'm a serious guy. And I love hard.
Yes.
And if I'm with you, I'm with you. But if I feel that something is fading, I'm going to address it. And I want to know if it's something I'm doing so I can correct it.
Yeah.
If you can't explain to me what I'm doing wrong, or that I can't, then you're making it seem like I'm flawless. And I know I'm not. It's got to be something.
Yeah. And
So I just get,
and
I'm, crazy.
Another thing that we had to get better at was that silent treatment thing. How people, we used to go 2, 3, 4, 5 days without talking or speaking or communicating. That was the worst.
No.
When I look back at that, that was terrible. You cannot do that.
Well, let's put it this way. This is what I would tell my wife. I say, hey, man, I already know where it's going. All right. I would say, look, man, I know where it's going, Vic. I say, you gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. You're gonna do this.
And listen,
you think you know everything.
We're in our 50s, so it took a while for me to get that, to understand that. Like, you cannot do that. That's not good.
I would say, hey, man, are you serious? I say, look, I know what. Look here. You're gonna do this. You're gonna say this. You ain't gonna do this. You think you know everything.
Yep.
You don't know nothing. You don't know what's in my mind. You don't know what.
Yep.
I say,
I ain't
look,
want him saying nothing to me. In the past, when I used to get mad, I don't have nothing to say. I do not want to talk to you. I don't want to look at
and then
you.
she'll say,
Nothing.
Oh.
We got a big old king size bed, but my size seemed like it was a twin. Okay. Way over there,
dude, what's up with that, man?
We had to learn.
What's up with that?
I had to learn. So we've been.
Look, guys, I'm
When
not
I
no.
look back at that, that's bad.
I'm not an angel, okay? I'm the type of dude. I get frustrated trying to figure out what's going on and what if I'm doing something wrong. Tell me, because after the first divorce, I didn't want to go through all that no more because we built so much.
Yeah.
And let outside stuff come in, and I would say, hey, man, look here, I'm not going through that no more. I'm not. What's going on? Talk to me. And I used to always, be very adamant about it. And I'm not no perfect dude. Trust me, by far. Because once I get hot like that, I call you everything but the child of God.
Andre, yeah.
Once I get frustrated like that, and I keep asking and asking and asking, then the gloves come off.
Yeah.
I don't play games, man. Not with my life and my future and what I'm trying to build. No, I'm a serious dude when it comes to stuff like that. I'm serious about my money. I'm serious about where we going, because one thing I learned about my wife loved money. She loved to go places, do things. And how can I provide that if we just keep throwing it away and wasting it?
Yeah.
My wife, she always tell me I'm cheap about the wrong thing. I'm like, what? I still got a pair of underwear from 1945.
Oh my gosh. I have to throw them away.
I'm lying. That was a joke.
Oh my God.
But I did have some boxes.
But he is cheap.
She would sit up there and cut them up. You ain't wearing these anymore.
No.
But yeah, I'm serious about my family. I'm serious about, trying to grow,
Thanks,
trying to be
Angela.
better. Trying to be better. And my wife, she always said, why you always tell people my wife? Well, you are my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What else I'm gonna say?
We had to learn.
But to me, we went through a lot of tough things, but it all boiled down to communication and not judging each other, because the minute you start judging, it's a wrap. I used to tell my wife, just tell me what you need to tell me. Just be honest and just tell me. I mean, if I'm doing something wrong, if it's something you don't love me no more, just tell me. I mean, I can live with that. I can move on.
But I have to say, for the women, I have to speak to the women. For the women, if there is a communication barrier where you feel like you can't talk to your husband about, certain things or whatever. Sometimes it's time, and sometimes, you're not ready to talk about it or whatever. Please journal. You got to write it down. You have to talk about it somewhere. And journaling helped me so much. I always talk about that on my channel. Journaling helped me so much. Writing down my thoughts, writing down, just how I feel, what I want, what I want to get better at, what I want. Please write it down. And then don't go to your family, don't go to your friends, telling them about your marriage, telling them about your relationship, because everybody have an opinion. Everybody have a perception, and it's really not important. I had to learn that also. So I had to learn how to sit down and journal, write my thoughts down, talk about it on paper. Because when you talk about it to somebody else, it may be somebody that you trust, but that person trusts somebody else, and then that person trusts somebody else. So your business get out there. Trust me.
Yes. To me, I probably only have one good friend that I hang out with when I do go places and do things. We don't see each other, but we pick up right off where we left off at. And I've never been the type of guy that hung around a bunch of guys. I was all about my money, working and building. I believe in, taking care of my family and providing for my family, making sure my kids are good, and making sure my wife is good. So I'm that guy that's out working late at night, working, moving, or doing things. And even when I'm off, I try to get my wife to go with me because I got a boat, so I go fishing all the time.
Yeah.
And I try to get my wife to go with me. She said, "Ain't you tired of hanging around me?
Exactly.
Ain't you?" I'm like, "You my wife. I mean, what? Because I want you with me." I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, this is. I'm like, "I want you to come with me." I mean, why you don't want to? So I'm out there on my boat by myself. So my boys would go with me sometimes, but.
No, sometimes I insist on him taking out time for himself, because I know that's needed. You know what I'm saying? I know that's needed, because when I'm out there on the boat with you, sometimes I got to use the bathroom. You got to worry about coming all the way back to take me to the bathroom, and you got to worry about putting my bait on, taking my fish off sometimes or whatever. And that's just an extra person to worry about, an extra task that you got to worry about. So sometimes I just want you to take out time to yourself.
No, guys, she just don't want to go with me. She don't want to go with me. She don't.
And when you go fishing, that means I could go do what I want to do.
That's it. She like, that Negro gone. I'm finna go have fun.
That gives me some me
no.
time.
When the cat is away, the mice must play. So when I'm gone, she know I be gone all day fishing. What she start doing? Party.
No.
Hey, party.
That
She hit it. No, man, I
that
already
give me
know.
me time, because I know that it's things that I like to do that my husband do not like to do. I like to shop. I do not have to buy anything. I like to window shop. I like to look. I like clearance racks. I could touch every hanger on the clearance rack and don't buy nothing. That's what I like to do. He don't like that. He doesn't. He'll go because he won't to please me or whatever, but I know that that's something he doesn't like to do. So I'm able to just woosah when I'm by myself. And I don't have him, how you feel like they breathing down your neck, like they give you that feeling like I'm ready to go.
Lies.
It's a feeling. It's a vibe.
That's a you thing.
You get that feeling like, I know you're ready to go, but See,
it's all in her head.
But when I take out that time to myself, I don't have that to worry about. So we've learned to respect each other's time. So he go fishing and I go, take out time to myself.
Listen. That's her to-go thing where she goes, "Well, I know you don't like doing this anyway." I'm like, how do you know what I like?
There's certain restaurants that I like. Like I like to go to Kava, and they have these little bowls and stuff like that. Andre don't like that, so sometimes when I'm by myself, I get to go to Kava. So I don't, push that on him and make him go.
But still, bottom line is, to me, it's communicating and letting each
Yeah.
other boundaries. You got to
It's
set boundaries.
Boundaries.
That's
That's
another
the
thing.
word.
I should have answered
That
that question a little
is
bit
the
better
word.
when he said about issues with the wife and intimacy died off with the kids and everything. She may be going through something, but you guys have to set new boundaries. But it still boils down to communication. You can't set boundaries without communicating. So communicating got to be one of the most important things, I would say, and just listen to each other. I would say you may not agree. Because a lot of time I do not agree with her, but now I understand why, what, when, and how.
Right.
And even when we went through our first divorce, and things was said to me about things I definitely didn't want to hear, and that there bothered me a lot. But I listened to what she had to say, and we worked our way through that. And it's just one of those things, man, that you go through in life. In 40 years, I've been with this woman 42.
41.
41
85,
years.
26, yeah, 41.
41 years we've been together. And we done been through some things, guys. We done been through some tough times, hard times, and it's just one of those things where it's so much that we experienced and that made us smarter that you really can't put it all in one session, but it's just something that we've been through. So it's like the Lord has helped us both through these tough times. But I think through it all, it brought us closer to the Lord and to our faith more than anything.
Yes.
It's amazing when you don't cling on to God until you're going through something. That's when you real serious and you calling him and this and that.
That's
and
okay.
then
It's never too late. It's
and,
never
and,
too
and then
late.
you get rid of them when you get better.
That's okay.
I never do that. My wife and I'm always on my knees, thanking the Lord and talking to him. I'm a grateful man. I am really grateful about my life, my wife, my kids, my business, everything. I'm grateful. I really am. And I love that I have my boat, my house. I just love that I have my business. I love that I have family working with us. I love all those things. And I just want grateful people around me, because I'm the type of guy, I'm always explaining how grateful I am and thanking everybody. And I congratulate you, but I also rip your head off too. I mean, I'm a little balanced, but I'm more, I'm more into order and direction and making sure we all on the same page. Because when I have a vision on what I want and how I want it, it's my vision, and you jump on board or you get off the ship. Because I throw you off the ship in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's my vision is where I'm going, is what I'm trying to do. And if you don't like it, then, oh, well, get off this boat, because I refuse to let anybody sink this boat. So, I'm serious about those things.
Yep. So guys, thanks for joining. If you're in here, please like this video. And I had someone saying that they were going to share it with their family. Please do.
Well, 40 years ago,
We're nobody, but we've been through some things, and
my wife is one of the, what they call it, what you say you are?
what?
With the creator.
I'm a content creator.
She's a content creator. And she's like, baby, you got to get on here with me. You really do. I'm like, all right, you don't know what I'm going to say, because I'm telling you, you don't know what's going to come out my mouth. I hope my mama don't listen to this, because to her, I'm an angel. Y'all see my wings flapping back there? My mama go back and listen to this thing. She said, boy, I ain't know that come out your mouth.
Oh, please.
What's wrong with you?
She know you underestimate your mama, boy. Your
I
mama
don't know, man. I'm an angel, man. My mama think I'm an angel.
Your mama know. Your mama know.
All right, whatever.
She knows. Yes.
I took my wings off and set them over at the door, but I put them back on when I go around my mom.
Yes. So guys, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you greatly. Like somebody said earlier, I didn't prepare. No, I didn't. This is our first time I finally talked him into coming on camera with me. But go to the channel and look at other videos. You'll see some of our journey and some of the stuff that we got coming. Like, join, and subscribe.
Well, it's gonna be many more, because I want to tell you guys about my three-legged dog Rex. I want to tell you guys about our trips and how I left her in the Bahamas with dogs running after her. I want to tell y'all about all the stupid things that didn't happen to us, and you'll laugh, you would cry. I want to tell you guys about when we went through a tough time. We lost everything, and we were just bathing with a hose. I was holding the hose, bathing her while she was showering, and we had to sleep in a restaurant that we were renting. How we lost everything. I want to tell you guys about all that stuff, and hopefully through our mistakes in our journey that we went through, that you'll learn something from us.
Yes.
And maybe it'll make life a little bit easier, or maybe it won't, and maybe you may think we're wrong and we don't know what we're talking about, but maybe you'll see how flawed we are. And whatever it is, everybody gonna have something to say or something to, critique us on, but it's all good. We putting ourselves out there. So when you put yourself out there, on the internet, you're going to have trolls. You're going to have people who always got a comment. But you know what? Ain't nothing worse than your home family. So you can't do nothing to me worse than this family done done.
Okay.
Our families, both our families are something else,
Okay.
And to the point we part of Illuminati. We killed our relatives. We sacrificed this
It's
person.
all-
You would be amazed at some of the things that our family said we have done. And it's just,
which is ridiculous.
it's crazy to me, but you gotta love the crazy,
Yeah.
Or she put voodoo on me, or I put voodoo on her, and I'm like, it's so
it's a
crazy.
lot. It's a lot,
You
but-
guys will be amazed at what our family has done. Sometimes the enemy come within, and it's just it's crazy how you can survive
Yes.
a lot of things that was done to you. But guys, don't think that your journey or your life is going to be easy with your marriage. You're going to always have these trials and tribulations that come, and hopefully you can survive it. One thing I can say is that me and my wife do our best to try to forgive each other for the wrong we have done to each other, and I'm willing to admit my wrong, and I'm willing to admit my shortcomings, and my wife is willing to say, I forgive you, or I'm sorry that I done that to you or made you feel that way. And I think that's what made us strong also. So, it's so many things I want to share with you guys. And I think you guys, it'll be entertaining, I would think,
Yeah.
So every now and then when a curse word come out of something, don't tell my mama. And
Yeah,
we're going to tell my mama to unsubscribe the YouTube channel we have, because I don't want to hear me cursing, because I'm trying my best to keep my I guess bad language out.
You gotta be you. You gotta be you. You gotta be who you are.
Guys, I'm telling you. But anyway, we thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
It's more that we're going to tell you. This is the first time. We may be a little unorganized or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I told my wife, I say, write down a list of things you want to talk about. Oh, no, we just going to wing it.
Talk. We'll wing it.
So I told her, now I sound like Adam in the garden, that woman you gave me. So she got me all half cocked out here. So it's all
okay.
good.
It's all good.
So the next time we gonna really have an agenda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have y'all asses laughing at this the stuff that did happen to us.
I'm gonna have my journal. I always say ladies journal, but men, y'all could journal too.
I journal all up here.
No, I'm telling you, you gotta get your mental right. You have to get your mental right. I did not see a change in myself until I got my mental right. And that comes from journaling. Actually writing down my thoughts, writing down my needs, writing down my wants, writing down things that happened to me in the past that I needed to overcome. You have to write that down so you can deal with it. You got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. Yes.
True.
All right, y'all. Peace.
We thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you. You got to go.
But it's let me tell you one thing. It's weird sometimes. I'm looking at you guys that are on that chimed in, and I watch the numbers go up, and then I watch the numbers go down. They probably say, nobody want to hear that boring shit. So everybody everybody click off, and then the numbers drop. You'll have 45, 5, 15, then it jump back up to 20. Everybody say, man, I don't want to hear that boring shit. What the hell they talking about? A bunch of damn nobody.
A lot of people want to be entertained.
Yeah,
but
they talking about some boy. Everybody want to be a YouTuber. Hey, she dragged me kicking and screaming.
Thanks, Angela. Yes, I appreciate you.
So it's all good.
We got a new one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. You got to get up and go press the X right there.
All right,
y'all. We'll be back.
You can keep talking.
Look for our channel, guys. Go to my page. Just go and just watch some of those videos, you guys. Trust me, it's worth it. All right. Yep.
Bye bye.
Good night.
We'll say that.
Hit okay. There you go.